Hi, Stacy here with Limelight AZ. So, are you getting better yet? Is a common thing that I hear or see on Facebook or in person. Oh, how to deal with stuff like that. My therapy that I'm doing, the BVT therapy, is one that a lot of people have a lot of doubts about. I did a great deal of research on it prior to starting the therapy, and to be honest, I'm a little sad that I'm not seeing bigger results faster. But on the flip side, I know that one of my co-infections, the only one that I'm sure that I have, because I haven't actually been diagnosed with it, is Bartonella, and it is often, I believe, a bigger problem than the actual Lyme is. And it's also one of the most difficult ones to rid yourself of. So, people wondering if I'm getting better yet, and doubting the therapy can be frustrating. And it's not just bee venom therapy, it's like other therapies too. You know, I know another family that their daughter has Lyme disease and 5 co-infections, and the recent posts that the mom has done has been like, I know that people are questioning our choice in therapy. We're doing what we feel is best for her. It's frustrating having your decisions second guessed when they are your decisions or your family's decisions, and that people want to see faster results. We are in a get it now type environment in the US where what you want, you get it now. If you have a disease, you deal with it now, and it is a quick fix, or at least you get medication that can cover up the symptoms of the said disease so that it appears that you're getting better right away. We are in a quick fix environment, and unfortunately, especially when you're going through Lyme disease and using natural protocols for it, it's not a quick fix. It doesn't matter what therapy you choose, it's not going to be fast, and it's not going to be a quick fix. And there's often a lot of things that you can't take to cover up the symptoms of the diseases that you're dealing with, whether it's Lyme or the co-infections. And if they are, they could be problematic for your body later down the road. So you're at risk for adding more problems to your already heavy plate of problems if you take the medications that cover up the symptoms. So, in our medical world, we have a tendency to cover up symptoms as opposed to dealing with the root problems. Those that are fighting Lyme are trying to deal with the root problem, which is not fast. So it can be frustrating when you have your therapy second guessed all the time. I personally believe that bee venom therapy is the best therapy that there could be. But not everybody is in agreement with me, and that's okay. They need to do what they need to do for them or their family. And they need the opportunity to be able to try it out, and for a length of time. You know, it's not going to be a fast fix. I mean, for me, I've been doing the bee venom therapy. My next update will be at 15 weeks. And 6 of those weeks has been at the full 10 stings, which is the full therapy about. So it's barely a drop in the bucket. We're at just under 300 stings. Tonight, I think we're going to number 294 for sting number. And it is barely a drop in the bucket for the therapy. The therapy is a 2 to 3 year protocol. It's 1,500 to 2,500 stings expected. And I'm not even at 300 yet. It is going to be a slow process, and there's not going to be fast results. Of course, I would hope that there would be, but it's just not panning out that way, and it can be frustrating to have people second guess your decision-making skills on the therapy you choose, whether it's BVT therapy, other natural protocols, antibiotic use. They don't know what it is that you are dealing with. Anybody that has Lyme, even if they disagree with your particular style of protocol, they know that you need to do what you need to do for you, or for, if you're a parent, then for your child. You need to do what's best for you guys, and you have to make informed decisions just like I do. And so if your informed decision is going with a protocol that has antibiotic use, then you need to do that. If your informed decision is going with a therapy that doesn't use bee venom, then you need to do that. If your therapy is going through a Lyme literate doctor that chucks everything that they can at what you are dealing with, then that's what you need to do. But for the people that aren't dealing with Lyme, to have your therapy of choice second guessed continually is very frustrating, because as the person dealing with Lyme, that person is extremely undereducated as far as what the options are, what you're dealing with, the severity of what you're dealing with, and all of that. And it is very, 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 very frustrating to constantly be like, nope, I'm not quite better yet, and in fact, I'm not really showing a lot of signs of getting better yet, but I'm new to this therapy. Yeah, I've been doing it for half a year, but it's new. It's a new therapy. The therapies generally take 2 to 3 years at minimum, as it is. Doesn't matter what therapy you choose. So it's frustrating to constantly be like, nope, I'm not showing improvement yet. And know that the look on their face is, well, you shouldn't be doing this therapy. You should be doing XYZ. You should just go to the doctor and get 30 days worth of doxycycline. Anybody dealing with chronic Lyme knows that 30 days worth of doxycycline isn't going to do anything. Even if you choose to do antibiotic use, 30 days worth of doxycycline, unless it's a new infection, isn't going to do anything for you. So it can be frustrating. Support the people that are doing the decision making, even if you disagree with them. Support them in their decision making. I am a person who doesn't vaccinate. We don't vaccinate our children. We have done a great deal of study on it. And you know what? I support people that choose to vaccinate if they're doing it with education. If you are a person that vaccinates and you say, well, I've studied up on it and the risks to not vaccinate are bigger than the risks to vaccinate in my mind, then more power to you. How can you disagree with somebody who has been educated on the subject? So for the people that are not educated about Lyme disease, it's very, very frustrating to be constantly like, no, we are doing what we feel is best, and then to have to continually give them the bad news that, nope, you're not better yet. Nope, you're not showing a lot of improvement yet. But that day will come, and when that day comes, it is going to be so, so joyous. And I just keep plugging away with my bee venom therapy. The one that everybody is like looking at me cross-eyed like, okay, hopefully she doesn't get worse before she gets better, you know. Well, already gotten worse, so I think we're good there. And now we just wait. We have to wait. And then on top of that, we're going to have to repair the damage that's been done. The muscle loss, the joint issues, are all going to have to be things that we work up to get it better. Even once the Lyme is gone from my body, which is the goal. So, it's just, nope, not better yet. Nope, not showing a lot of signs yet of being better. But it will come. That day will come. My hope is that through this, that it shows that bee venom really does work, even against things like Bartonella, and that people can have a hope that if the therapy that they're using now isn't working for them in the next couple of years, that there was somebody who documented from beginning to end their bee venom therapy journey and it worked, you know. There's a slight chance that it won't, you know, or that I might give up on it at some point. But right now, I'm sticking with it. I'm at 10% of what I'm supposed to be doing for this therapy. I am not going to check this out the window. I've put too much energy into it already to give up on it. And not only that, but if I give up on it, the probability of being able to come back to it at a later date is significantly lowered because of the Lyme creating an anaphylactic reaction. I think Nissa wants to say hi. So I don't want to give Lyme that opportunity to flip switches in my body in order to make it so that I can't do bee venom therapy at a later time. I'm just going to stick with it now. You know, I don't dare go off of it for the chance that I might not be able to come back to it. So, I don't know. It's just a little, I guess this is more of a little bit of a vent post. Because it's frustrating to constantly have your choice of therapy second guessed. And it doesn't matter what therapy you choose. It's always going to be second guessed by somebody. So you may as well do what you need to do for your therapy and stick with it. Okay, I think that's it. Have a good day.